Now that you've completed your SWOT analysis and you understand some of the things that you need to be looking for and including in your overall strategy for content marketing, you come to the SMART Goals tab. SMART, as you probably already know, stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Okay? Goals need to fit those different measures. I'm not going to go into details on what those are because you've probably seen them in other business classes. If not, do a Bing search for SMART goal definition. So these goals should be SMART. Thinking about the content SWOT analysis we did on the previous tab, I just did a quick example and showed you how case studies was something that the firm saw as a strength, but a potential weakness. There was some threat there, there's some opportunity. So they want to use case studies and they want to change how they're using them a little bit by personalizing them or customizing them for the recipient firms to make them industry specific. So if a salesperson is sending to a manufacturing firm to try to convince them to use their software, then the case study should be very focused on manufacturing. If they're sending it to an educational institution, it needs to be education focused. Okay, so this is an industry personalization that they're hoping to do. And we know that case studies fall under consideration, sometimes decision. They fall kind of in this area. So they think they're going to, their case studies have traditionally been used in the awareness stage, but they're going to try to realign some things. And they think that with personalizing per industry, these case studies, they can move them down funnel so that they have more effect in the consideration stage. So one of the goals they're going to put in here is looking at the lead to sell conversion ratio. So they're currently converting about, let's say, about 2.5% of their leads to sales. They want to increase that to 3%, knowing that even though it's only a 0.5% increase, that represents about a 20% increase in sales. Phenomenal, right? So they want to increase lead to sell conversion by 20% from 2.5 to 3%. Complete within next 6 months. Depending on what they're selling, that may be doable. This goal could be a SMART goal based on how we've set this up. Oh, so what we need to do, because we have that minus thing to start it, we can do an M dash, or we can put I think if we do it like this, it'll let us do it. Yep. And I'm going to change the formatting on this just so it lays out more appropriately. We're going to go here and there, and we're going to wrap the text. Okay, so that's one of their goals. The strategy around this is to establish easily scalable way for salespeople to send industry level personalized case studies to prospects. That's the strategy. The measurement metric would be sales conversion rate. There we have it. So now we have a SMART goal, a strategy for how we're planning on doing that with the content, and then the metric whereby we will measure whether we are successful or not. After this, you need to start thinking about the different content types. Yes, we've been focusing on case studies because that's what came up in the SWOT analysis. Although SWOT analyses are often more higher level and might not be focused on a specific content type, but might be focused more on something that's happening in the firm, something that's happening in the marketing department, something that's occurring in the market with competitors, etc. And in that case, your content type alignment is very important. You get those content types in the right places in the journey. We'll talk about that in the next video.